Hi friends, today I am going to talk as to how we age. Why do we age at all? What is aging? We all age as time goes by. We are one of the biologically evolved living beings, specially tailor-made by Earth's evolutionary mechanics. We live, reproduce, and thrive by consuming food sourced from both animals and plants. These foods we consume define our normal homeostasis, which would mean that what we eat must have well-balanced amount of protein, carbohydrates, other vitamins, minerals, and essentials, and these foods are digested and total energy produced by TCA cycle or citric acid cycle. The released energy currency is called as ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. And together with a fair amount of physical workout, in order to prevent disuse atrophy and tone up the muscles and limbs, this applies to brain and other faculties also. 20-year-old man has a baby face at 2 years. The same person looks different at the age of 50 years, and so on. This is what we call as aging. The following factors to have well-defined relationship in the process of aging. Exposure to 1. Residual cosmic radiation. 2. Sun's UV scatter. 3. Gravity. 4. Earth's magnetosphere. 5. DNA disturbances. 6. TCA cycle or citric acid cycle. 7. Apoptosis, that is programmed cell death. 8. Telomere end attrition and integrity. This involves a complex interplay between the time already spent, that is elapsed on this planet. 2. Environmental stressors, fundamental physics and cellular biology. They are influenced by the following factors, namely radiation consisting of high energy particles, protons and atomic nuclei from space. While atmosphere shields us from most of it, residual exposure contributes to oxidative stress and direct DNA damage. Over a lifetime, this cumulative background damage accelerates cellular senescence, that is aging, and increases the risk of lethal mutations like cancer. Ultraviolet radiation is primary environmental mutagen. Even scattered UV light penetrates the skin to cause photoaging, that is, breakdown of collagen and elastin. As the age proceeds, reduction of these two proteins result in loosening of muscle fibers and loss of elasticity and manipulation. DNA lesions, specifically thiamine dimers, also known as cytosine, which causes structural link or kink in the DNA helix, which is left unrepaired, may lead to skin cancers, what we call as neoplastic disorders, and localized tissue death. Gravity. Gravity exerts a constant mechanical stress on biological structures. In humans, it influences structural wear, long-term compression of the musculoskeletal system, and intervertebral discs, fluid dynamics. It affects blood pressure and lymphatic drainage, while essential for bone density as seen by the bone loss in astronauts. The lifelong energy cost of resisting gravity contributes to the wear and tear of model of aging. Fourth, the Earth's magnetosphere. The magnetosphere acts as a shield, deflecting the majority of solar, wind, and cosmic rays. Its relationship to aging is protective. When this shield is removed, the intensity of ionizing radiation would be high enough to cause rapid genetic degradation, gradual process of aging and death. DNA disturbances. DNA damage is a hallmark of aging. Disturbances include point mutations, translocations, and strand breaks. Aging, as damage accumulates, cells either stop functioning, that is senescence, or die. Cancer. If disturbances occur in proto-oncogenes or tumor suppressor genes, the cell may begin uncontrolled division, leading to neoplastic, that is cancer growth. TCA cycle, also citric acid cycle, also known as Krebs cycle. The TCA cycle is the engine of cellular energy, ATP production. Its role in aging is dual. Metabolic byproducts, it is a major source of reactive oxygen species, what we call as ROS. These free radicals leak from mitochondria and damage cellular components. Dysfunction. As we age, the TCA cycle becomes less efficient, mitochondrial dysfunction, leading to decreased energy for repair and eventual organ failure. Apoptosis. It is also known as the programmed cell death. It is a quality control mechanism in cell biology devised by nature. Aging, excessive apoptosis leads to tissue atrophy, example neurodegeneration. Cancer, conversely, it damaged cells fail to undergo apoptosis, it can become immortal and develop into a tumor. Balance in apoptosis is the thin line between aging, too much death, and cancer, too little death. This is very much like double-edged sword, that is both telomere and apoptosis. Telomere end attrition and integrity. Telomeres are protective caps at the end of chromosomes that shorten every time a cell divides. This is analogous to the plastic tips of the shoelaces to prevent from untwining. The Hayflick limit. When telomeres become too short, the cell enters replicative senescence and stops dividing. This is a primary driver of biological aging. Neoplastic disorders. Cancer cells often activate an enzyme called telomerase, which rebuilds telomeres. This restores telomere integrity, allowing cancer cell to bypass the aging process and divide indefinitely. So, this is how aging process is occurring.